Oh, is somebody mowing the lawn? Hello, and welcome back to my channel. For those of you who have no idea what's going on, this is my day 4 of 30, which I think I have 27 days left, of talking to the camera. Every day I have a different prompt that I talk about, and I've been using this, I don't know what you call it, it's up on the screen. I've been using this to kind of give me guidelines of what to talk about every day. However, today's topic is to teach a skill or teach an interest, and I don't want to do that, so we're not going to do that. Instead, today I'm just going to talk about myself, who I am, and just get a little more comfortable so you guys have an idea of what my background is and who I am. So, my name is Megan. I grew up in Texas for most of my life. I was born in New Jersey, moved to Georgia, moved to Iowa, then moved to Texas. And we have no family here in Texas. My mom is actually here for work, and so we just kind of uprooted our lives and moved here. Both of my parents are up from the Northeast, and I have a younger brother who is 20, who will be 21 this year. And I've been here since 2008 maybe, and in 2008 I started the 3rd grade. God, I'm so old. I'm not old. So I started school here in the 3rd grade. Then we ended up moving to a town south of where we originally moved to, and I attended Catholic school for all of my elementary school years, and then for middle school I attended public school as I was being bullied out by the 6th grade teacher at the Catholic school I was attending. I don't know what the lady had to deal with. It was the moment you got into school, you had about maybe 5 minutes to get all your textbooks you needed for the day, have your homework turned in, and do your whatever brain thing, whatever, like a warm-up of the day. And you had like 10 minutes to do that. Then, and for me, it was very hard to keep up with that. And this was a daily thing. I felt like she was always calling me out, and I just, like I said, I felt bullied. I was doing really bad in my classes. And I was getting to the point where I would ask my mom, do I have to go to school today? And so she kind of, I finally came clean with her about what was going on because she seemed concerned. She thought it might have been another student in the class. And keep in mind, I had known these kids for like 2 years already from 4th and 5th grade. So there wasn't much bullying that took place, or at least with the kids. And so my mom was looking at other school alternatives, and she settled on sending me to public school. I think my dad was concerned about the problems I was gonna have because I was known for being more of a quiet kid. But then the moment I started public school, I met a close friend of mine named Elizabeth. And Elizabeth, I don't really chat with her anymore, but she became like my bestie, and I met other people. Another friend of mine named Jessica. We were just kind of a trio, and then we met another friend of mine who is just gonna go by their current name. They're trans now, but they go by Milo. And so I met Milo in the 6th grade, and they just kind of integrated themselves into my friend group. And then come to 7th grade, we met more people. There was a girl named Alexis, I think I knew her in the 6th grade. Another girl named Emma, she actually lives in my neighborhood. Another girl named Amy, and we were just kind of like this big group of nerds. And then in the 7th grade, our friend Milo was like, yo, I found this webcomic. And the webcomic's called Homestuck. It is a very cancerous thing. If you have no idea what it is, please just Google it. It's cancer. And then after that, so that just kind of stuck around for a while. I think we kind of grew out of that in the 9th grade. However, Homestuck will forever have a special place in my heart. And then for 8th grade, I did tennis for the first time. That was fun. We were the first class to have tennis as an option for middle school, and then I think now it's gone all the way down to the 6th graders, which is cool. My neighbor's kid is in tennis. He's in the 7th grade, not 6th grade. Anyway, he's been doing it since last year. And then there's a specialty school in my town. I think it's the top school in the county and one of the top schools in the country, where it is an early college high school and a STEM school. So essentially you take STEM classes, which stands for science, technology, engineering, and math. And then you can also get your associates, which is for free versus going to the regular public school. and this was also public school, versus going to the regular high school in my town, and you would actually have to pay for your college education. And so the main differences is that at my high school, that you didn't have all the opportunities you had over at the regular school. Like, we didn't have AP classes, we didn't have band, choir, many art classes. We had like one art class, and so it really limited what you could do. However, you got that trade-off by taking engineering classes and more science classes, etc. It was still fun, and we were known as the nerd school. However, the school was more meant for those children that couldn't afford college, and this kind of gave you a head start, which really helped me before going to college. However, the only downside to this is that by the time you finished high school, you needed to know exactly what you wanted to do, because all your credits that you had were your general studies courses. And so that kind of covered all your core classes, and so when you started college, you were going straight into your major. And so that was something that a lot of us didn't realize, that we needed to know how to, like, what to do. And so we didn't have that luxury, so there were people that were bouncing around from major to major. And then I went to college for computer science, and COVID happened middle of that. It was pretty bad, but you would think that COVID and computer science would be great. No. It was a lot more theory related versus actual coding, which it would have been better for an in-person session, and yeah, so that wasn't great. I had professors that were given 2 weeks to figure out how to use Zoom, and some of them were really, really old, that they were canceling class because they couldn't get a projector to work, or they couldn't get their webcams working, which was a problem, obviously. And so that didn't go too well. Eventually, I finished, and then I went on to working at my current company, where I work in IT. I think I mentioned in one of my previous videos this challenge about me working with a story of me being traumatized. I think that was day one, where I was partially traumatized. And that's where I'm at now. I am still living at my parents' house. The goal is to move out within the next month or two, and I will definitely be vlogging some of that, probably. And I'm kind of excited to be leaving the, what did my dad call it? The bird's nest. And yeah. Anywho, that will conclude today's video. Like I said, I didn't have much of an interest in teaching a skill. I think there's another day this month where I'm supposed to teach something, so I might need to be more prepared for that if I do end up doing that. I don't know if there's another day where I'm talking about my life story. I really hope not. So anyway, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's video, and stay cool.